Joining me now live from NTT Ballpark Camp. Trayce, it's always great to see you. I appreciate you very much for taking the time to be with us. And we talk so much about your dad's career in professional sports, but we don't talk about the fact that he's from the Bahamas, obviously governed by, or they see King Charles III as their monarch. So that's why you're playing for Great Britain. What does it mean for you?
It means a lot. We have a lot of family in the Bahamas. Obviously, it's where my dad grew up. My uncle Colin was a big Bahamian baseball player in his heyday. So to kind of represent them and represent my uncle and represent our whole entire family and to group up with these guys, it's pretty special. It's an opportunity I didn't want to pass up.
Yeah, and you could have been number 28 for your Uncle Colin. Instead, you chose Michael Thompson's number of 43. And tell us a little bit more about what your dad means to you, Trayce.
Yeah, he's my hero. He was everything to me and my brothers growing up. Never pushed me to play one sport, never pushed us to do anything. He was just our dad. And so I feel like I was able to kind of choose my path because of that. Obviously my brothers followed in his steps playing basketball, but baseball was always my thing since T-ball, since the first time I touched a bat. Baseball was my thing, and he never pushed me to do anything else. And so, yeah, for that I'm very grateful. And he's my biggest supporter even to this day. He's the one that instills confidence in me throughout my entire journey. Every single day. And so I'm very honored to represent him and his side of the family.
As you mentioned, your brothers followed in the footsteps of your father, and you always loved baseball. Will you please tell us the story again of why you wanted to drink coffee as a little boy because of baseball versus basketball?
Yeah, not many people know this story. I was a big kid. Everyone thought I was going to be on track to be, my dad's size, to be a big 6'9", 6'10", kind of big, powerful basketball player. But Jerome Bettis was my guy. Jerome Bettis and Ken Griffey Jr. were my guys, and so I knew Jerome Bettis was 5'11", 250, and so I had to, I figured out if I drank soda and didn't eat my vegetables, maybe I could stunt my growth, and here I am. It's standing at 6'3". My brother's got about 4 inches on me, so I think my theory worked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see that that's really a scientific way to make sure that your dream was realized. Trayce, you are likely going to be the starting center fielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers this upcoming season. I've seen your career in baseball over the course of the last couple of years. What gives you the most excitement about this Dodgers 2023 team?
I think the unknown. We have a lot of guys that are really hungry and really eager to prove themselves. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of at-bats to be had. And a lot of guys are hungry and working. But I think ultimately, being a Dodger and wearing that uniform, the biggest thing is the expectation. And we expect to win a World Series every year. And so if that doesn't excite you as a player, then nothing will. So just to kind of be in that locker room and knowing that, look, all of this is great, spring training is great, but, it comes down to winning baseball games. And you want to play for a team that, has the highest aspirations, and that's to win a World Series. And we obviously have that.
And for the most part, it's going to be Mookie Betts to your left in right field, but he still really wants to play second base. What have you noticed from him kind of begging to get reps at second?
Well, being around Mookie and seeing him work, I've realized that he's a guy you never doubt. He's a perfectionist. I mean, the guy bowls 300s. Every time I hit the center pin in bowling, I always have 2 pins left, so I don't get how he does it 10 times in a row. But he's amazing, man. He's truly a perfectionist in everything he does, to the point where he can be hard on himself sometimes. But you take that because he wants to be so perfect. And he's a great dude, a great teammate, and he works incredibly hard. So, I wouldn't doubt in his future, if he ended up moving to second base, I wouldn't doubt that he would win a Gold Glove or be one of the best defensive second basemen in the league, just because he's that skilled and that determined. But he's a special player, man. We're all kind of privileged to witness his process every day.
Yeah, and you might be playing against him. And USA, of course, in that same pool. You guys are in a tough pool, of course. It's you guys, USA, Mexico, Colombia, and Canada. But tell me about the group of guys that you're with right now with Great Britain. Kind of tell me a little bit about the makeup of this club.
It's a scrappy group. I got to play with them these last few days. A lot of quality at bats from guys that I'm just now meeting. And so a lot of young guys, a lot of unproven guys, but they're good baseball players, and so to kind of see that was pretty cool. I got to pick it up myself. I haven't played great this spring, so I got to pick it up myself. But I think, come tomorrow night, the moment, it's going to be pretty exciting for myself and these guys. But, the arms, I've been really impressed with the arms. A lot of these guys have a lot of ability and talent. It just comes down to executing. And, baseball's a funny game. Anything can happen in one game. And obviously we start with USA tomorrow night. So hopefully we can go out there and prove some people wrong. But I'm pretty excited to, play with these guys. I've been pretty impressed so far.
That's great. Great Britain versus Team USA tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern on Fox. Trayce Thompson, best of luck, not only in the World Baseball Classic, but in the upcoming regular season as well. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Alana.